Pranam. Jai Shivai. I hope you all are enjoying these little teeny tiny tidbits of wisdom that me and Yogini ji are trying to gather together and answer all the questions. Please feel free to, comment and ask questions that you have. And Yogini ji is again here with us today, and she'll keep on taking up the questions from all the comments that you guys are asking. So Yogini ji, Pranam, what are you drinking today? I have water.
I'm drinking this Ayurvedic tea.
Ayurvedic tea?
Ayurvedic, but it is just some spices in water. Good for
It's a good
digestion.
actually. Very good actually. So what are our questions today, Yogini ji? Fire.
So, Ma, today I was thinking we'll take some viewers' questions.
Yes.
People have asked very interesting questions, and I think we should talk about them.
Okay.
So, one of the questions that somebody asked is about the third eye. Like, what is the third eye? How is it connected to the pineal gland? And what is, like, when the third eye opens, what happens? And also, is there some kind of ecstasy, or I've heard some kind of rasa gets, comes up. I don't know if it releases or whatever, but it puts you in a state of bliss and ecstasy. So, can we talk about the connection of all these things with each other, and if there is something that we should know specifically about the third eye while we are doing our practices, then it would be great to know from you.
First of all, yes, there is third eye. Okay, we call it Agna Chakra. Okay, in Sanskrit, Hindi. And Agnya Chakra is a very deep thing. It's not a physical eye or just pineal glands. Yes, pineal gland is part of it. Entire Trikuti is part of it. And Bindu Chakra is part of it. So it's a very layered and complex thing. And opening of third eye in itself is a very long process. Not just that it's a long process only, it's a very layered kind of a process. So when you say your third eye is open, does not necessarily means that it's open means it's all the way open, all the layers are open of it. It could be it's just that it's open a little bit. So the eye opening process is like, peeling the layers of the onion. So you might have peeled off four layers, 5 layers, 10 layers, and then ultimately the entire thing is open. Before opening third eye, most important thing is doing the practices of lower 3 chakras. So root chakra, sacral chakra, and solar plexus chakra. So in Hindi we call it Mooladhara chakra, and then Swadhisthana chakra, and then Manipur chakra. All these 3 lower chakras should be free of blockages before you start this. Why? People in whom the lower chakras are still blocked, that means a person is still driven by survival instincts, is still fearful, and resistance to change is there in them, is still having very much of raga and dvesha driven person. And the Manipur chakra means power to will is not there, is not purified enough to go for the right thing always, do the right thing, think the right things, and speak the right things. So that is not there. And in such people, when this opens up, even if a little bit of Agnya Chakra opens up, that means they'll go for what? All the 3 lower chakras things is what they will end up doing. So they will become top class criminals, really heinous criminals. People who are obsessed with something, because raga and dvesha is very much high. So they if they end up hating somebody or something, they'll hate it very much. Their hatred will consume them. If they have a lot of raga in them, then they will end up, getting obsessed about someone or something too much. It could be money, it could be a lover, it could be a person, it could be place, it could be house, it could be anything. They'll become obsessed with that. Okay, so that is why we say that any Kundalini practice that you are doing to open the third eye. Now let's talk about people where all these three things are clear, and then their guru, in the direction, with the help of their guru, they do the sadhana of opening the Agnya Chakra, and they start with all those sadhanas. Then what happens? Then they actually start receiving gyan. So the first thing that happens is becoming Gyani, or having wisdom about yourself, your ability to see within. Agnya was not only about visiting different lokas and meeting people and seeing all the light and sound show. No, it wasn't about all those things. The real purpose of opening the Agnya was knowing your own vrittis, knowing your own uh, wrong concepts that you have, the agyan, avidya that you have, knowing ability of once you have a torch. Say, for example, you have a torch. So you are given a torch. What will you do? You turn on the torch just to see everything that is very far away, or you will first try to see where you are stepping if it is dark. You will use it first to see around yourself, that whether I am safe or not. Am I walking, if will I be able to walk in the dark or not? That's what the first purpose of torch is. Its purpose is not to see far away what lies there, what lies there, what lies there. No. See the near, things that are near. Exactly same thing is the function of Agnya. Now, whether ecstasy is dripping in you, amrita is dripping in you, the nectar, life nectar, and yes, those things do happen when people keep on doing such sadhanas, then definitely some ecstasy starts happening in you. And that's a natural result of it. Not that for ecstasy you need to do that. No. The real purpose of the torch is not because you can fool around, play around, and be very happy like a child. Oh, I have a torch. No. The real purpose was to see what? That which is the most nearest thing to you, where you can tumble and fell. Okay, the nearest, you should be able to see the nearest ditch that is there where you are just about to fall, instead of trying to see, oh, what was hanging on that tree? What was the fruit there? No. So that's the real purpose.
Another question, and I understand that these things are not done for the light and sound show. You have actually said that in many of your videos. I totally understand that, but I want to talk about this one experience, and it's also our viewers' question. The question is actually about magic mushrooms and the connection to enlightenment. So, one of my friends took some substance. We are not promoting this in any way. I'm a parent, so this is not in any ways a promotion for that. But what he said is that after that, time just slowed down, and he became very sharp. And I think maybe what he meant is that he became very aware at that moment.
Yes.
And I've seen some YouTubers say that it changed them in some way. It made them realize that there is something other than this matrix. So can we talk a little bit about how these drugs influence whether we should refrain or whatever? Let's just talk about this topic in general.
So there are a lot of such substances. Magic mushrooms, psilocybin, something in the magic mushrooms is there. Ayahuasca is there. LSD is there. Lot of such psychotropic kind of substances are there. And a lot of people do take it. Okay? And in America and a lot of other places, Brazil, all such ceremonies go on and people go and do it. Okay? Now the thing is, there is something called as organic growth in life, and then there is induced growth that you might have seen in poultry farming. You give hormone injections, poultry farming or animal farming that we call. You give that, or even for the dairy, you give injection after injection to the then that hormone gets consumed in human body and it causes cancer, right? So because you didn't consume that which was naturally growing or was able to attain that natural growth. Same with the fruits and veggies. Everywhere you see shiny vegetables, everywhere in America and Australia, you might have seen in Canada, that everything is very shiny, very nice, and overly grown in size. है ना? A particular size and physical things have been achieved, and now you are consuming it. All the growth hormones are given to the plants as well. All the fertilizers, especially the fertilizers which change. GMO is there, all the kinds of fruits are there, things are there. So you see, that's not natural. But growth indeed. Same thing with ayahuasca and magic mushroom, LSD, and all kinds of things. And yes, for a short period of time, you will feel very good. You will feel your awareness has increased. But then what? You didn't remove the vrittis to attain it naturally. Vrittis will fire again. Now there will be a bigger conflict. Another problem that comes with human body is when you do ayahuasca, a magic mushroom, or this, I haven't found one single person who did not have to bear the aftermath of all doing all this after 10 years or so. I have seen people, those who have had paralytic attacks on their body, because you slowed down the time. Without slowing down your mind, for the body, you slow down the time. You change the perception of time by the body, by the mind, without removing the kuda kachra and garbage from your vrittis, from your head, from your mind. You actually slowed down time. You increased awareness artificially instead of doing it. So either you do these things along with all your serious practices that you are doing, your yoga tapasya sadhana. If you are doing these things along with your yoga tapasya sadhana, the organic methods you continue with that, that is when you will not have to bear the aftermath. Okay? Because you are growing organically, you needed a little bit of push and you got that push, which is okay, which is fine. Otherwise, you will have cancer, you will have paralytic attacks, you will become schizophrenic. You didn't remove fears, you just increase the ability. The fear will attack again. Fear of survival will kick back again after some time. How long will you be able to hold that increased awareness? You do not have a container. So it's like suddenly you got the ocean, but you are standing with a bucket. You still have a bucket. Now you know the ocean. You feel like ocean, but you are sitting in a bucket all the time. There's a mismatch. There's a contradiction. There's a friction, which will return back even much more harder. It'll be very hard for your body, for your mind to deal with. So people, those who are doing it, do it with caution. Only do it if your sadhana, your serious tapasya is going on. Otherwise, you are just fooling around and you're not improving upon it. You will very soon, in a decade or so, you will suffer very, very much. Mentally, people suffer. Physically, I have seen people suffering with cancer and things like that, because you can't play with time and space just like that, with awareness just like that. No. Otherwise, the gurus of the entire world would have promoted this thing, and people would have been thought of being enlightened right away if this was the way to do it. If it was possible to do it this way, then trust me, all the enlightened gurus would have promoted just this. There was no need to sit down and do hard tapas. So, just like there is a pill culture, everything you can pop a pill and instantly you can feel fine. Whether it really fixes the problem or it addresses the root cause or not, that's not your worry. That you do not want to think about. So exactly in the same way, some is neo spiritual population thinks they can think that they can get all of enlightenment, without going through the hard way. They can just instantly get it, and within one day their awareness is, well, it has very, very dark side of it.
Another question somebody had asked, and I saw this somewhere on the internet as well, that a real guru must come from some kind of parampara to be able to initiate and to be able to pass Shakti correctly. What is the truth of this statement?
Well, it's good the people who started the parampara at that time, whatever population was there, at least they didn't ask that question.
Otherwise, there would be no parampara.
There will be no parampara otherwise. If everybody kept waiting for the parampara, there wouldn't be any tradition, anything like that. That is one thing to understand. And I think that answers the question for those who will understand what I mean here by that. But let's still consider in today's world, a lot of cults happen, right? Regardless of which country it is or which religion it is, cults are there where a lot of gurus, those who considered themselves the leader of that cult, have done really heinous things. They really betrayed the trust of lot of people. Okay, it has happened in America, it has happened in Australia, it has happened in so many countries in Europe, it has happened in India. That is why, on one side, in today's environment, it is good. If you want to be safe, if you do not want to be betrayed, if you do not want your trust to be broken, okay, and just because nobody takes the wrong advantage of you in some ways, it is better to stick to the gurus, those who are starting some lineage. And trust me, those who will be the new starters of any lineage, for example, Ma Amritanandamayi, right? She doesn't come from a lineage. She can start a lineage. She's a Samadhi Guru. She can start a lineage on her own. There was another Ma Nirmala, Ma Anandamayi, right? First of all, any guru today tries not to start any lineage kind of a thing. Osho didn't want that. Sadhguru do not want to start a lineage or anything. So any starting point, any end point can be there, lineage or no lineage. But lineage definitely helps when you are studying with acharyas, right? You go to a good school, right? You don't go to just any school. You go to a good university to study, and you are very mindful. Especially if you are doing a PhD, you are very mindful who your professor is, and you very much look for your professors papers that he has published, the books that he has written, the well-known knowledge and depth of knowledge that he has. If you really want to do a PhD, you really look for a proper guide, proper professor, a really good professor. Same thing is with all this. The day you learn tapasya yourself, the day your own Guru Chakra opens up, you're able to look within, then it's okay. So in today's environment, there is some truth to all these things, and to the mass, because we are on a public platform, right? And we are guiding the mass population. It's better to tell them that go for a lineage kind of guru. But at the same time, keep in mind, some guru will start some new lineage. All these gurus that I have just named, they have their own path, way of working, and all those lineage thing and everything matters only till the time, does not matter for the new starting gurus. It does not matter in their lifetime. Why? They are giving very personal guidance to everybody. They can deal with people in small groups and they can guide them accordingly. So you don't need a lineage support for doing that. But when you are not there, a Samadhi Guru is not there, and only the wisdom that he imparted, practices that he gave, only those things matter, then definitely you will rely on, okay, this was the Guru I need to follow. That is when you look for. Lineage means a dead guru's, a guru who is not in the body. The wisdom, the literature, the wisdom, the gyan, the practices that they have left behind, the places that they built, the places that they consecrated, right? All that that they have left as a legacy for lot of people to follow at least for 100 years, 200 years. That is how it matters. That is when it matters. So with alive gurus, don't look for these things. But yes, it's also about it. The onus of whether the guru, how capable a guru is, also falls on the student. No matter how good your PhD professor is, whether you are going to be successful in your PhD or not depends totally upon you. And if you are on the name of spirituality, if you are looking for a like-minded company and some money, some relationship, or some divinity you are searching in people, like except yourself, and you have all the 99 different reasons to be in the spiritual circles, to be with the guru, or some other agendas you have other than moksha, then it really does not matter which guru you are with. You're fooling yourself, and you will be fooled as a result.
There was one more question, and this question comes up many times. It's about like women's periods, and the sadhana, which sadhanas can be done at that time. I think the question was a little multifold in the sense that the viewer had asked, what is impure about periods, which is why they don't allow you to go to temples and do pujas and artis at that time. And secondly, if you have taken like like an anushthan or something, that sankalp, that you want to finish this practice in 30 days, 40 days, what happens at the time of periods? Like, do you stop that sadhana practice or do you continue? That's the question.
So let's understand one thing about periods, scientifically proven thing, okay? That period, we have panch pranvayu, 5 different types of pranvayus, prana shaktis in our existence. Whether it's a body of a male or a female, panch pranvayus are there. First pranvayu's name is prana in itself, which runs from your anahata all the way till the top. So the flow is upwards. Okay? So likewise, we have apana vayu, which is exactly opposite of prana vayu. The flow is exactly opposite. So what happens? Apana vayu is responsible from your Manipur chakra all the way down. So it covers the physical body that you have. Below your chest, below your diaphragm, it starts all the way. And Apana vayu is responsible for periods, the blood flow, that is something going out from the body. Apana vayu is responsible for that. It includes gas, it includes your potty, it includes urine, it includes period, it includes all kinds of sexual seminal fluids discharge. Everything is related to apan vayu. Okay? Now there are some activities that we do which stops the apan vayu from flowing in our body. Instead increases the prana vayu flow in our body. What are those activities? One is showering, taking a head shower. When you are bathing and having a shower, at that time, you cannot have a period flow. Apan vayu stops. So your period flow is stopped by increasing. All the spiritual practices, pranayam, yoga, or even serious mantra japa increases the pranvayu flow. Then again your apana flow is stopped. If you keep on deliberately stopping the period flow all the time, the blood flow all the time, it's like disturbing the natural way of body. It's like you wanted to go to potty, but you're not going. Ayurveda clearly says no veg should ever be stopped. Whether if you want to go to potty, just go. Do not hold on for very long if you do not have to. If you want to feel like urinating, just go to bathroom. You cannot stop. If you want to pass gas, just do it. You cannot stop. If you want to sneeze, you cannot stop it. You should not stop it. If you want to cough, do not stop it. If you need to blink your eyes, do not stop it. So you cannot stop anything that's trying to get out from your body. That is one thing. So then you need to stop it. So purposefully, if you keep on stopping potty, or you keep on stopping a lot of time, you don't go to urine, you don't pass urine, you every time stop it. Don't start holding your urine for a very long time in a day. See what will happen. Right? Urea will increase, blood will become impure, lot of bad things will happen to your body if you continuously keep doing it. So exactly is the same thing with the periods. All the blood that is there in the uterus is trying to come out. If you deliberately keep on stopping it, there are repercussions of doing that. So don't do such activities. That is what Ayurveda said. Don't do such activities which stops the flow of Apana vayu, increases the flow of Prana vayu. Now all the spiritual practices are like that. Going to temple is like that. Because temples are consecrated places, it will stop the Apana vayu. How many people you have seen, when they go to temples, do they right away go to potty in the temple? Or they go for urinating in the temple? Or they keep on passing gas? Does it naturally stops? All these things naturally stop. So your period flow will stop too if you keep going to temple or into the consecrated places. Even you may have a temple in your house. The moment you focus focus from here on doing the puja, the rituals, the yoga, the mantra, everything, suddenly your pranavayu starts increasing and apana flow stops. If a person is actually busy in doing the actual puja, the karma kand, you will see the urine stops, the potty stops, the gas passing stops, sneezing stops. If they are really focused in it, sneezing stops. Does not happen at that time. Apana vayu is done. Anything that throws the stuff out from your body, that flow stops. So that is why it's not about purity, impurity. It's all about how many times do you want to stop it. So your Sankalpa, whatever Sankalpa you might have taken to say, I'll do the 42 days of this practice, 30 days of this practice. Obviously, Ayurveda knew that women will do these practices. Obviously, all the Shastras and Smritis know women will do this practice. And obviously, they knew the body of not just your physical structure, your entire architecture of human being, right? So they must have known that women will get periods and they'll have to stop for those 5 days or 6 days or 3 days. However is the period length is for you. You have to stop and you should not be doing all these things. No sadhana. So Sankalpa, your Sankalpa does not break just because of periods if you had to stop something. Nowhere in Shastras anybody said go against your physical nature. Be like a man. No. No Shastras ever said that. Women will be in their periods. Women will stop doing sadhana, puja, anything that increases the prana flow and stops the apana vayu flow. Okay? So nobody nowhere it is written. Nobody ever said that. So if you have to stop your sadhana, stop doing spiritual things, dharmic things, puja, ritual, anything, mantra jap, this, that, anything that you have to stop. Going to temples, here, there, anything. Just stop it. Just like when you go to potty, you do not do any japa. Why? Apana vayu is functional. It is often said when you are taking a shower, you should chant mantras. When you are in the water, you can chant mantras. Why is it said? Mantra increases the water flow, increases the upper prana flow. So it's very natural for you to say those mantras in your shower. But nobody ever said while urinating or while passing gas or while passing potty, you can chant mantras and do these things. Why did they exclude the shower or bathing? Right? Any snan, any kind of bathing, you can chant mantras and you can do your spiritual practices. You cannot do them while doing anything else because bathing is considered as upper prana flow. Bathing increases that. So water is naturally increasing your upward prana flow. If you chant mantras, it will be a lot of good effect on you. But if your periods are going on and then you are showering, don't do it. These days we understand it's not possible for a lot of people, especially in the hot sweaty places, to not take showers during period. But in older times and wherever, even today, if it is at all possible for women not to shower for the take a head shower for the first 3 days of her periods, then she can do that, she must do that, and that is okay. But if you are working and you have to go somewhere and you cannot manage without taking shower, then go ahead, take shower. And shower is, take a short shower at least. Even if you have to wash your head, take a short shower, so that only just for that time we never bleed, right? In the shower nobody is bleeding. Never ever, the blood flow completely stops during shower. Every woman knows that during shower there is no way to bleed. So do it, but do it quickly, do it for less time, so you do not disturb your flow too much.
Great. Thank you, Ma. This is all we have time for today.
All right.
We'll pick up the questions that if we haven't, if we have missed anybody's questions.
Thank you so much, and I hope you guys are liking this small way of answering question and things. Please keep answering more questions, keep giving us more questions, so that Yogini ji can pick up, and we'll try to answer everything. Also do comment if you are able to understand from all the, in the short way, whatever answers and questions that we are considering. And if you have questions, please send us your question, put it in the comment, and Yogini ji will pick it up. Namaste. Jai Shivaya.